Today I'm going to show you how to reload a Hasselblad A12 film magazine with 120 film. So what you're going to do is you're going to start off with your Hasselblad. After you've finished shooting your roll of film, your window will reset, and you want to make sure your dark slide is in. Always start by putting your dark slide in. You can never go wrong by putting the dark slide in your camera when you're changing film. This right here is the release lever for the film magazine. So I'm going to pull this open like that, twist it, and then that'll release the film magazine insert. So I'm going to pull this out, and what I have is the roll of film that I just finished shooting. And what you're going to do is you're going to take this out, and you'll notice that there are two spools left in the magazine. One is empty, and that's actually the one that you started your roll of film on. It actually transfers to the other spool. So what you're going to do is you're going to take out your roll of film, you're going to set that aside, close it off, mark it for later, and then you're going to take this spool out of this side and you're going to transfer it to the other side. And you're going to be left with this side empty, and you'll notice that there's this little red indicator, and that'll come in important later. And so when you're ready to load this with film, you're going to take your roll of film and you're going to place it on this side, and you're going to stretch it across like this. And what you want to make sure is you want to make sure that this tab is switched so it's like that, and you'll notice there's a small piece right here that will pop up and down ever so slightly. And what that will do is that'll give you room to slide the film under right now, and then later that will keep the film from getting torn when you insert it back into the camera. So you want to make sure that you are not rolling this with the white part exposed. You want to roll this across and see the black side. And so you're going to gently tuck this under that metal tab as you come across, and then you're going to insert this tab into the spool that you moved over. And when this paper tab goes into the spool, you can then start to take this right here and turn it, and it'll start closing the film on itself like that. And then if you do it right, it'll start pulling it through. And where this red arrow comes important is you're going to keep turning this until you get this arrow that comes across, and you'll see that, and you want to line that arrow up with the red arrow, and that's how you know how far to spool it. And once you get to this point, you're going to take this little latch right here and twist it back, and that's going to tuck the film ever so slightly out of the way right here. And then you can take your magazine and you can reinsert this. And when you do, you're going to twist this and lock it back in place, and now your magazine is loaded with film. When you do this, you take this lever and you're going to start cranking. And you're going to crank a few times, and it may seem like too many, and then you'll see in this little window here, it will change. And when you get close to your first exposure, you'll see the one appear, and then it'll stop clicking, and then you can just move it back and flip that out of the way. So you have a 1 indicating that you're on the first frame, and you have a white circle indicating that you are ready to take a photo. So at this point, you can take the back and you can place it back onto the camera, remove the dark slide, and you're ready to shoot. And that is how you load a Hasselblad A12 magazine with 120 film.